Good morning everyone, and welcome back to the channel on what is a foggy day in the Bay Area. So yeah, yesterday I rented the Mercedes Benz C300, and what I'm going to show you right now are clips from yesterday on my review for the Mercedes Benz. Check it out. Alright, so we're going to start off here in the interior of the 2018 Mercedes Benz C300, and yeah, we'll go ahead and just pretty much you would start where you start, right? And when you start the car, it's actually a push to start, and you know, your key can be anywhere with you or in the car, and you just go ahead, hold the brake down and press that. And like that, the car gets started. Yep. To turn it off, you just go ahead, press the button again. And now, you'll see with this car, it actually doesn't have any kind of like shifter here in the center console. Instead, what you have is something you would see traditionally more in SUVs, which is your little lever here, and you press to put it in park, up and down. All you really get is reverse, neutral, park, and drive. And in your center screen there, you'll see when it actually moves around. I'll just start it again, and then you can see right now it's in park. But you could put it in, please it pull towards you. No. You could then put it in neutral, put it in reverse, and then you'll see the camera turn on for reverse. Or you're going to put it to drive all the way down, and then you have these shifters here if you want to go manually up and down. I'll put it in park. Next, I'll move on to the infotainment system, and with this one, you control it with this over here, and you have like your back button. Guess you have a star for anything special, and pretty much that's it. And then the volume control and the power for it over here. But basically, if you're in the radio station, for example, like I have up right now, you would just twist the knob, and from left to right till you get to your station. If you want to go back, you hit the back button. And then you could pick through these different options, and if you go to radio, then you have even more options to go through. And this, I believe, does have Apple Play as well. I have Android, so I'm not going to use that, but if you want to see, let's see, media, you press down, by the way. You can even go on the vehicle, and one thing I like about that is that it gives you a really cool illustration of the car. And I guess when you go in there, then you got all these different settings: acoustic locked, feedback, belt adjustment. The belt actually adjusts when you get in and you turn when you put it on. It's pretty nice. Automatic mirror foldings, because when the car's turned off, the mirrors do fold back. Locator lights, automatic locking, light delay switch, exterior delay light, easy entry, easy exit. Yep, pretty cool. Let's go back. Dynamic select you could use for the different driving modes, which I'll show you in a bit, and you could actually configure this to how you want it individually, as opposed to the 3 or 4, I believe 4 settings that comes with the car already. Consumption, you could see how much I believe you've consumed, and it gives you there like a graph of how you're doing. Go back. Operator's manual is right there. Keyword search, bookmarks, things like that, all within there. The time, Vehicle settings. But yeah, I think I already went through that one. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Telephone, the media, the radio, the navigation. This one doesn't have the navigation, I believe, in it. And if you go media, it only really asks for your Bluetooth to connect. So that's it for that. Now is that the climate control switches. So if you hit this menu here, some might believe that this menu is the menu for your infotainment system, but in actuality, that's not necessarily true. It does, on the other hand, control the air conditioning on the infotainment system. So once you've hit menu, then you could use your switch to go around and give all kinds of settings: your temperature, your airflow, and the air distribution. Next up, the radio. You got this nice little clock here, analog, and a couple other buttons that you could press. Instead of having to use the switch through the menu, you can hit navi, radio, or media right there, and your telephone. Not sure what this button does. Oh, I'm sure this is for your. Oh yeah, this is for your car settings, your hazard lights, your CD. Nothing in there. Pretty basic. When it comes to the infotainment and all the settings of the car here in the center console, it's pretty plain. And you got a couple of missing switches here, and your power button, your volume, your dynamic. What dynamic does here is it changes the different modes that you're in. You can see it in two places at the same time. As you're going through all, what is it, 4 plus the individual setting that I spoke about earlier. Sport mode is a good mode. Sport Plus is even better, in my opinion. But yeah, your gauge cluster pretty much gives you all your information down in here, which you can control right here on your steering wheel. The steering wheel, must say, overall love this steering wheel. Love how it is squared off at the bottom, so it's actually pretty easy to get in and out of, where your legs won't really hit. And you got all your basic switches here for answering phone calls, volume up and down for the radio, going through the menu, things like that. You have your fixed manual shifters here, your cruise control, your light switches, your windshield wiper, and all that. So yeah, pretty basic stuff, but I like it. I like it for a bone stock car. Pretty cool steering wheel. Going to the rest of the interior, you got this big opening here where you do have a cigarette lighter, and then you have an ashtray within there, a couple of cup holders, or you can just have a tray, and that closes up. Nice little wood grain. Up top you got where you can place your glasses. You got your lights, your rear lights, your reading lights for each side. The rest of the center opens up like this. Inside here you can have a couple USB ports, a little bit of space here and there. I don't know what that's for. And an SD card if you have a navigation system. And then this just closes up manually. You could have it split or only one side's open. Close them both up. And then pretty cool over here, this is like a brushed metal. You can see there's already some scratches there, but it looks beautiful and really nice touch to the interior. And you can actually see all the different settings here for presets for any drivers. And as you can adjust the seats, and this is in the shape of a seat where then you can adjust it customly to however you want. You got your heated seats, and you got 3 different settings for that. I would imagine this blank one is in case you get cooled seats, but your lock unlock right inside the grooves here. And you got your beautiful tweeter right here, and your trunk to open or closes right here. And you can see the trunk is plenty full space with some extra space down below. Pretty cool. You got the red light there in case you are stuck somewhere and you want to be visible. And a button just in case you get stuck inside. Going into the back, pretty basic stuff. Space is not too bad. Yeah, a couple more of that brushed metal with the nice tweeters over here. You got your window switch. Little storage area there. Got your air vents, which you can open and close. That's about it. If you want cup holders, you gotta bring this in. And out they go. Interesting, but yep, should do the trick. Don't think that does anything. And it goes back up. I like it. You got this roof up here. The screen goes all the way back here. Up front, you got the beautiful daytime running lights. You got your rear turn signal. Your mirror turn signal. And your headlight turn signal as well. Now to open the sunroof, figured it out, it's here. There's a switch right there. What you hold. Or you could press once actually, and you can stop it. That opens up, really nice. Right now I got it in Sports Plus mode. Let's give it some revs. Overall, really awesome. Like all the features it comes with. I think for the price range of a used one, it would be a great deal. For a brand new one, I'd probably go with something else. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take this back home. All right, so back at home, and I hope you guys enjoy the review of the 2018 Mercedes Benz C300. I really enjoyed my time with it, and it's a lovely car. And just with so many choices out there, it wouldn't be the choice for me, but I would definitely be happy with it if it somehow landed in my hands, or maybe just in the fleet in general. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment, and if you have any questions, give that a like if you enjoyed it. Share with anyone that might enjoy the content as well, and I'll talk to y'all later.